Hey there, welcome to Table Tennis Philosophy. Today we're going to talk about playing different standards of players. In other words, playing players that are weaker than you, playing players that are much stronger than you, and what are the types of players you should seek out to play as far as what's going to help your game, to what types of players are going to help. All right, first of all, I want to talk about playing weaker players. And let's just say you're the average player at your club. Maybe you're 1,400, 1,500, wherever that is as far as a USATT rating, or you win half your matches, you lose half your matches, and you're kind of right in the middle. And what kind of players are you playing? Well, as a 1,500 level player, you may not be all that excited about playing a 700 or 800 level player, but let me give you a few thoughts on it. First of all, I want to say how proud I am of our club, which is a real low-key, relaxed club with not a whole lot of structure at Rose Jordan Park, in that routinely the top player, or the best players at the club, will play the lower rated players and even the lowest rated players. And that's something you don't see at every club. And while that might just be out of the goodness of their heart that they're doing that, maybe they don't feel like they're getting a whole lot out of it, there are some benefits to that. If you have to slow down your game, try to help out the other player, I'm talking about, there's a huge difference. You could just go in and crush them quickly and get it over with and move on. But it's an opportunity for you to maybe play a little differently, try things you wouldn't try against your toughest competition. And this is something that if you coach a lot and you have to slow your game down to accommodate beginners and intermediate or just lower level players, you learn, and it's a skill. Most coaches will tell you that their coaching doesn't necessarily help them play better, but at least in this case, if you're starting out coaching, you will discover that you have to be more consistent. You have to be able to put the ball exactly where you want to put it with the right amount of spin. So if you're say a 2,000 level player coach, yeah, if you're hitting with beginners all day, that's not going to help you when you have to go play a 2,200 level player, but it does give you a skill that will help you in all your matches. So it doesn't hurt to play beginners occasionally. You're not going to, again, let's say you're the middle player. So you're 1,500, and if an 800 level player challenges you, don't hesitate. Like I said, you could try that shot that you wouldn't try against anybody else, and maybe it doesn't succeed, and maybe there's you don't win by as much as you thought you would against that lower level player, but it is an opportunity for you. Okay, you would think the best situation would be as that middle player, you're going to have your best match against, if you can find another 1,500 level player, and that's probably true. If you go into a match where you might win, you might lose, it's good to get a lot of those types of matches in, and there's something to be gained with that. It may not push you, but at least let's say you've got several other 1,500 level players, but they all play a different style, and maybe this would be typical, maybe one of them plays with long pips, and you might want to avoid that player in your mind. Maybe you lose to that player more often, and that might actually be the player you should play the most. And whoever is giving you the hardest time, and even if they're rated about what you are, it's a bad matchup for you. Learning how to beat that player. It's one of the advantages of playing in a league where you consistently play players in your range. Going in as that 1,500 level player, everybody's probably somewhere between 1,400 and 1,600, and but it could be a different batch of people every week, and you've got to figure out how to play the ones that are tough matchups for you. Now, I had the opportunity yesterday. We normally on a Saturday have a group of 4 to 5 people, all somewhat close in rating. Our top player is about a 2100, and the rest of us are kind of 1700, 1800 level players. So there's a little bit of a difference in our ratings, but on any given day, somebody could beat anybody in that group, although our 2100 doesn't lose too terribly often. My situation yesterday was one of our players had a hurt elbow, one of them had his birthday the day before and partied too hard and couldn't make it. It was just me and our top player. And what a great experience that was for me. I don't get that all the time. And we played probably 8 matches. I almost won the first one, and I almost won the last one, and didn't get a lot of games in between there. But it definitely pushed me to play my best. Even though I didn't win any matches, I was probably playing as well as I have in quite a while. And I can't always raise the level of my game if I don't have somebody to push me, to help me to raise it. And so, fantastic. I felt good. I felt I challenged Daryl, who was our top player, challenged him enough to keep it interesting, and kept the games close most of the time. Even though I really didn't win any matches, I did win some games. So that's a great opportunity when you can get it, but don't feel like it's of no value if you can't get those types of matches. I've known players who are like, I only want to play players that are higher rated than me, and that should only be part of the equation. It's a good part, but it's sort of stupid in a way, because if everybody has that attitude, then nobody ever gets to play anybody, really. So if you understand how that works. So there's benefit from playing every possible level of player, and a good mix of styles and a good mix of standards is a really good thing. And it also, it's a plus for the table tennis community if you get a little interaction between the different standards of players. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Maybe got something out of it. And if you get the chance, why don't you push the like button? I'm not going to ask too often, but apparently in the YouTube world, that's a help. So maybe get a little more exposure for some of these videos. And thank you very much. Talk to you next time. Bye.